All right, we're out now going to be watching the brand new alternate form Evo. It is a sneak peek and a leak update from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Another A-Drive video. Make sure you guys are subscribed. There's going to be some details in the description as well for their YouTube channel. Very awesome YouTube creator right here. We're going to be reacting to their video though. Let's get into it.
For Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So let's dive in and talk about the new coin Pokemon, the new Fairy Steel Pokemon, and much, much more. Let's do it. All right, so Riddler Coup posted this the other day, yesterday, saying Parrot, Mice, TLJJ, Dolphin, Boxes, R, Ox, Space, Pig, Space, Engine, and Coin. And some people have kind of taken to this and done a little bit of, riddle solving, and we've kind of figured out what this is, basically. So let me break it down for you guys. Very simply put, it's talking about different things having alternate forms versus having gender differences versus having unobtainable forms. So the idea behind it is the top line is speaking about the parrot, which we believe to have multiple forms, much like Vivian, the parrot Pokemon that was shown in kind of the bottom screenshot of the kind of HUD. That's believed to have multiple forms. The mice Pokemon is believed to have multiple forms, maybe with more or less mice.
I think that's why they're showing two mice on the mini map.
And it's possible that that has a different form. So maybe
Dunsparce,
it has
different
forms
form? What?
Based on its ability, much like Aegislash, or maybe it has different forms based on another mechanic. We'll have to wait and see. Dolphin, we already knew that the Dolphin Pokemon was going to have a different form, and I believe it's based on its ability, kind of like Wishy-Washy in a way. The box legendaries, we know have different forms, obviously, as you can ride on them, Koraidon and Miraidon, so that's nothing new. And then the regional Ox, which is Tauros, we know it's got 3 different forms.
Yeah, Tauros has 3 forms.
Typing, so not surprising there. Then moving to Pig. Pig, we know that Lechonk has a gender-based evolution that doesn't, it's not a different Pokemon, it's just, it looks very different based on gender, much like Pyroar would be the perfect example there.
Pyroar,
and
male, female,
Hippowdon. Is believed to be that these 2 Pokemon have alternative forms that are unobtainable, essentially, right? So Engine being what Team Star has modified to create their new car thing, right? They've got their little car that they're rolling around in. Well, it's believed that we're not going to be able to obtain our own version of that, but we'll have the engine itself. And then the coin Pokemon, which has been much of the discussions going into this game, kind of one of the main things. That is something that we'll have a different form as well.
I don't know, Verona. That's kind of funny.
Dive in a little deeper into this.
Lechonk gets a gender evo. Will its female form be Lechick or Lethic?
That's the most interesting piece of the puzzle here. And then we'll kind of go from there. So the Coinmon we saw in the trailer is just a cell and not the actual Pokemon. So that was basically one of the Zygarde cells, right? Or the Spiritomb Wisps. Think of it that way. If you guys remember, kind of in the background of that menu, there was like this, like, almost looked like a spider slash bug type thing that was this coin Pokemon. So coin is just a code name. That's actually not what it's called. We've been calling it the Coinmon, but just something to note there. You'll need a very large amount of coins to evolve the Coinmon. Gathering coins is not necessary. You can catch wild first stage to get plus 10 or plus 50 coins, not sure, but wild coin bug is only plus 1. So if you find the coins to gather, you'll get
I wonder how many coins there's gonna be.
+1. You can maybe get more coins by getting the first stage. It's a little confusing, but the idea behind it is, think of it much like the Zygarde quest, where you can obtain these cells, and as you obtain the cells, you'll be able to get it to its stronger form. You can reset the spawns by going into buildings, you can leave an area far enough, and apparently the coin Pokemon has an OP ability and a move that is super duper good. It's apparently like a 150 base power move, 5 PP, with no drawback. So like, imagine a Hyper Beam that didn't recharge. Like, this could end up being one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. So it's actually really exciting. So coin Pokemon, apparently very, very cool, but I guess it's gonna be really hard to get, really annoying to get. So that's just something to make note of. But that's kind of some of the insight that we've gotten from the Riddler. The next thing we're going to talk about are the raids and kind of some of the leaks that we got about the raids. There's going to be 7-star raids that are going to be very difficult. They're going to have Paradox Pokemon and level 100 final stages. Apparently there's a day 1 patch. There's a bug for the 7-star raids because there's like a 1 HP bug that makes them really easy.
Oh, the raids are going to have Paradox Pokemon too.
And you're probably not going to be able to do them by yourselves. Like 6 and 7-star raids are very hard to beat on your own. It's recommended that you bring friends. That was kind of the recap that we got from the Riddler. There's a Pokemon that's gotten a lot of attention, which is like the Hammer Pokemon. We believe it to be Fairy and Steel type. That's an early game Pokemon apparently, and much like the Riddler indicated that the new bug Pokemon are early game, it seems as though this Hammer Pokemon is going to be early game as well. And Fairy Steel is such a great ability, or great typing, and again, this is one of the Pokemon that apparently one of the Elite Four members uses, So keep an eye out for that. That could be a really good Pokemon to add to your team early game.
The Fairy Steel
Legendary,
type,
which we believe to be Dragon and Ice, is going to be late game, but that's not
I
surprising.
think it's going to be
They've
like
given us
Clefable, right?
Pseudo-Legendaries early in the
Paradox
game before, and there may
Clefable.
be some that we can get, like a Bagon or a Larvitar, but
Or
the one
Neo
for this
Clefable.
particular game is going to be pushed back late. I'm hoping for C-Titan early, because that'll be the Ice type that I grab, but this Dragon and Ice type Pokemon could be really cool. And then we know that there's like this Flower Pokemon that leaked way early on that was like terrestrialized into, I think, a Poison type. That also is a Pokemon that's a late game Pokemon, so don't expect to see that anytime soon when you're starting off your journey. So that's more or less the kind of most recent leaks. There was another post that the Riddler had posted that I thought was interesting. It was a screenshot of the Pokemon that are not going to be in the game, as well as not on any of the games that you can actually get right now through the transfers, I guess. And it includes Snivy, Servine, Serperior, Tepig, Pignite, and Emboar. From there, you got Patrat and Watchog. You got the Monkeys, Simisage, Simisear, Panpour, Pansear, whatever. Blitzel, Zebstrika. You've got the Leavanny line. You've got Ducklet and Swanna. And then you've got Furfrou, Hoopa, Pikipek's line, and then Minior. So these Pokemon are not going to be in the game. They
won't be.
Weren't in Sword and Shield either. So these are kind of like basically the ones that aren't on the Switch.
Not even to canon?
What this list is. These are the non-Switch games, right? Because when you go back to like Alola and stuff, where some of these Pokemon existed, that was pre-Switch era. So I think these are the Pokemon that are still left out of the Pokedex from the Switch. We may see them make a return in the DLC that's been heavily speculated at this point. We're probably going to see a DLC, so expect to see them make some sort of return at that point. But these are the Pokemon that are at the very bottom of the barrel right now. These are the ones that are super duper left out in the franchise. They're not even going to be available on the Switch. But Go-Goat is now. So that's more or less it. What we've got going on for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks and updates. Based on what we saw the last couple weeks, there's a real chance that there's another trailer this week. Like, I wouldn't get your hopes too high, but it's possible that they're going to be revealing
I hope there's another trailer.
every week, or at least every couple weeks leading up to launch.
If they do a trailer every week, I think that would be amazing. But every other week does make more sense, I think.
That have leaked that we don't have yet, that I could see them teasing or at least revealing over the next couple weeks. But if you didn't hear, Alestrals is going to be revealing something every single day for the next 30 days over on our
That's kind of cool. I might want to look into that.
And show some love for the
This Celestial thing looks dope.
Going on Twitter and
Oh, look at that card.
On that. Let me know your thoughts on all the leak updates for today, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed. That's it for me, guys. My name is...
That's awesome. Oh.